Ridership is down, everything else that comes along with a pandemic. The MTA has been working to address those challenges, and they're now bringing some of New York's most familiar voices along for the ride. Interim New York City Transit President Sarah Feinberg joining me now live this morning, if I can get my words out. Good morning to you.
Hey, good morning.
And so I'm looking forward to getting to these new MTA announcements, but I do want to begin with some of the more serious news before we get to that. So first things first, Sarah, subway assaults on the rise. You and I have talked about this a lot lately, at least 8 attacks in the past week. Police unions saying that despite ridership being down 70% since the start of the pandemic, felonies are up a reported 13%. So what is being done? Are you working closely with the NYPD to work on making the subway safer?
Yeah, sure. Well, we work with the NYPD every day. We are in constant communication. And in fact, we have people embedded in transit who are talking to NYPD all the time and people embedded at NYPD who are talking to transit all the time. So that is absolutely happening. But when you say, what are we doing? We are doing so much. So sort of similar to cleaning and disinfecting and making sure we're keeping people safe from COVID, we have an all of the above approach to making sure that the entire system is safe and secure for our customers and our workforce too. So we've asked the mayor for additional assistance. We've asked the NYPD for additional assistance. We've hired people. I've hired contractors. I've hired police officers. So we're doing everything we can to make sure that we're keeping people safe.
Understood. You know, and another problem briefly has been homelessness in the subway, especially with the cold. At this week's City Council meeting, there were questions about benches being removed to prevent homeless people from sleeping on them. The MTA says that was not the case. But overall, homelessness in the subway system, what is being done there to help those folks out?
Yeah, I mean, look, this is a tragedy. In the greatest city in the world, we shouldn't be having people whose only shelter for the night and shelter from the elements during a cold winter is the subway system. You know, just because we're mostly underground doesn't mean out of sight, out of mind.
Right.
We cannot be treating our most vulnerable population with just, you know, try to hang out in the subway system and see if you can wait it out there. So we've called on the city. The solution to this is housing and a shelter system that works, not just hoping it goes away or it goes into the subway system.
And on all those things from safety to homelessness, are you getting a response?
Look, I'd like more of a response. Look, the NYPD are great partners to us. They are constantly working with us. The chief of the Transit Bureau, Kathleen O'Reilly, is wonderful. She is all hands on deck. I have a great relationship with Commissioner Shea. He understands, you know, our challenges and is working closely with us. What we've asked the city is we need more resources on mental health care for those who are experiencing a mental health crisis and for those who are experiencing homelessness. You know, give us access to the 311 system. Right now, if you call 311 when you're in our system, they basically send you to the police. That's not a solution. So we're looking to work more closely with the city.
Yeah, I know you'll stay on it. Okay, Sarah, here we go. MTA announcements making their debut today with some familiar voices behind them. I want to take a listen to one of them and then we'll chat about it.
Hello, party people. It's Edge Martinez. Listen, don't hold the doors while the train is in the station. This is just a friendly reminder. You know this. Holding the doors can slow down thousands of riders who are just trying to make it home or to work on time.
Personality Angie Martinez got some big shoes to fill because my MTA ad made its debut months ago. Just at least, okay? She'll be joined with a handful of New York's very own celebrities thanks to a new partnership with self-proclaimed unofficial talent scout of New York City, Nicholas Heller, a.k.a. New York Nico, and he is now joining us as well this morning. Hey, Nico.
How you doing?
I mean, Sarah, first off, I was replaced.
Like I said, you know, this is phase one of a wonderful collaboration. There are more phases to come, so keep working at it, and maybe you'll, you know, make it back into the system at some point.
How did you link up with New York Nico?
Oh, you know, working with Nick has been wonderful. So we reached out a couple of months ago and said, look, we've had a tough year. We continue to have a tough time. We'd really like to, you know, look at ways to bring ridership back, look at ways to bring a little joy back into the system, look at ways to bring some joy to our workforce. So, of course, we reached out to the official talent scout of New York City, New York Nico. And when you're working with someone of this caliber, basically you just hand over the reins and get out of the way, and that's what I did.
Yeah, seriously. Nico, you have been a hero for small businesses during the pandemic, right? We know this. You launched that campaign to help out the Astor Place Barbershop in the Village, Frank's Sports Shop in the Bronx, among so many others. So how has it been going? How is it going helping so many mom and pop shops?
I mean, it's been great. I didn't realize that I kind of had that superpower until a few months ago. But it's been great. They need as much help as they can get. I speak to these businesses every day, and at this point, they just need to buy time. In a few months, we're really hoping that things kind of start going back to normal, but it's hard because rent is so crazy nowadays. So.
And you're a New Yorker through and through. I mean, you got the Yankee hat on, so I guess you're a Yankee fan. I mean, you were drinking out of a Zabar's mug, right? You got that Zabar's mug handy, right? So you know where to go. Sarah, I want to talk about the round of announcements. They feature such an eclectic group of New Yorkers, including some rappers. Let's play another one.
What's up, New York? It's your boy Jadakiss with an important reminder to practice social distancing on the train and in the station whenever possible.
If your nose is hanging out, that's a no-go. Don't get caught mask slipping. Thanks for doing your part to keep New York City healthy.
Sarah, I didn't know you were a hip-hop fan. Jadakiss, Young Ma.
I love it so much. I mean, look, we did not take these folks and say, oh, please repeat this stuffy message that's been running in the subway system for 20 years.
Yeah.
No offense. Yeah. What we said is bring your personality to it. We want to hear your authentic voice. We want you to bring a little bit of yourself to the system.
I love it.
Each one makes me so happy.
I love it. Nico, how long did it actually take you to connect with the celebrities, convince them? Did you have to? Was there a convincing thing you had to do to get them to say, okay, I'm on board?
No, I mean, it's what greater honor than to be the voice of the MTA, So everyone was down, and everyone was down to volunteer their time. No one got paid. So yeah,
Give me some other names. Jerry Seinfeld, right?
Debbie Mazar, Whoopi Goldberg, Desus and Mero.
Love them.
Fran Lebowitz.
Fran Lebowitz.
We got Fran Lebowitz to do a Zoom call with us.
That's
Fran Lebowitz
amazing.
does not know how to use a computer. So
how'd you do that?
If nothing else.
Michael Kay, voice of the Yankees.
We can't reveal our secrets.
What'd you say, Sarah?
I said Michael Kay, voice of the Yankees.
There you go. Okay, guys, congratulations on the ad campaign. Absolutely love it. Sarah, New York Nico, thank you for being here this morning. Happy to lend my voice if you ever need it again. Selfish plug right here, okay? I'm on board for whatever you guys need. Thank you guys both.
We'll call you. Keep you posted.
You just
Thanks.
said, don't call us, we'll
We'll call you. Sarah, I have your number. I'll be calling. Don't worry. All right, we'll be right back, everybody. Don't call us.
Nice, Sarah.
We'll call you.